What's up? What's Gucci? What's good? It's your girl JB the Glue. Welcome back to the channel.
Hello, motherfucker.
And in today's video, we're gonna get into GNX. See, I was thinking about doing a whole video breaking down the whole album. I even did a whole script breaking down all the Easter eggs to the Squabble Up music video, but then I thought there's a million videos out there already doing just that. So instead, I'm choosing to focus on the possibility of a deluxe album. We've all heard the rumors and the chitter chatter that there's a possibility that we're getting GNX Deluxe in the next couple days. So we're gonna get into all of that. But first,
hold up, wait a minute.
I'm gonna ask y'all to subscribe to the channel. The YouTube gods are not gonna respect my channel until you guys subscribe. So subscribe. Also, like the video. If at any point in this video you go,
She did a really good job.
I want you to hit that like button. And last but not least, go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload. Because as of right now, I don't have a real upload schedule, so that notification bell will be your best friend.
I know that's right.
And with that out of the way, go ahead and roll the theme music.
Catch me when you see me, when you see me greet me, or you'll catch a beat.
Okay, so boom. The album dropped on November 22nd. Now, prior to the album dropping, literally a couple minutes before the album dropped, there was a teaser that was released. In this teaser is a song that is not found on GNX at all. Now, it's not unusual for Kendrick to tease a song and then never release it. It happened with the song that's at the beginning of the Alright music video. And it's what we thought was gonna happen with Squabble Up when it came at the beginning of Not Like Us. But we got Squabble Up. We may not have gotten that song from Alright, but we got Squabble Up.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
Which makes me think that there's a chance that we could get this mysterious song that is featured in the promo teaser. Kendrick opens up the verse of this mystery track by saying,
"Reincarnated with love. My Gemini twin back power went up."
Kendrick's sign is a Gemini, and he makes references to it a lot in his music, and the Gemini sign is represented by a pair of twins. And you know what else appears as a pair in this teaser trailer? The GNX car. This, coupled with the fact that the song in the trailer isn't on the album, is what got people speculating that there was a possibility that there was a second project on the way. The next piece to really fuel the second album theory is the fact that GNX includes an entry into the Hard Part series, which historically comes before the project. For example, the Hard Part 1 dropped in April of 2010, and in September of that same year, we got his Overly Dedicated mixtape. On the Overly Dedicated mixtape, track 1 is the Hard Part 2. In July of 2011, that very next year, we got his debut album, Section 80. The Hard Part 3 was recorded 3 days before he released Good Kid, Mad City, which was on October of 2012. The Hard Part 4 came out 5 years later in March 2017. And in April of 2017, we got Damn. The Hard Part 5 released on May 8th of 2022. And on May 13th, we got Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So there's a precedent to the Hard Part series being the prelude to the real project. On the song Squabble Up, which conveniently is track 2 of this album, Kendrick raps,
Hit his turf and get cracking, double back like a deluxe.
Now, this brings me back to Euphoria, where he rapped,
Back to back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record.
Now, he could just be referencing how he went back to back on Drake.
Stop! He's already dead.
But because Kendrick is the king of the double entendre, his usage of the word deluxe just gives off the feeling that he's hinting at something else. When the music video for Squabble Up dropped, we got even more evidence to the possibility of a deluxe being on the way. Starting with the fact that the music video has a lot of nods and references to the double albums of other artists. For example, the set that was used is basically identical to the set that was used in the Roots' music video for the Next Movement off of their Things Fall Apart double album. In one scene off the chandelier hangs Nate Dogg's double album G-Funk Classics 1 and 2. And at the end of the music video, there's a guy who's dressed just like Isaac Hayes was on the cover of his double album, Black Moses. The one thing in this video that caught everyone's attention off back is the reference to the Soul Train Scramble board, which seems like it was put there to be solved. And honestly, Kendrick should know his fan base. You can't put something like that in your music video and not think that everyone ain't gonna try to solve it. We get 2 good views of this board. The first time around, all the letters are fully scrambled. The second time around though, it seems like the dancers have solved the first part. According to the internet detectives that understand Latin, it says everything is something. I'm gonna play a video from the amazing Pablo from TikTok who's gonna go ahead and explain this whole theory.
To understand, Kendrick is saying, hey, I am dropping another album this year. You have to look at this Soul Train scramble board moment. All the things that I previously mentioned were huge in shaping Black moments in history and Black culture, much like Soul Train. It's what's unscrambled on this board that gives you the first thing that is unscrambled is a Latin saying that basically translates to everything is something. So Kendrick's telling us that everything you see in this music video means something. And the letters that are left after unscrambling the Latin saying is answer key DT DT. When you remove the vowels from Kendrick's nickname Dot, you're left with DT. And then when you remove the vowels from the word date, you're left with DT. Answer key dot date.
Of all the theories about this scramble board that I read through, that one just makes the most sense because it ties in perfectly to the final quote-unquote clue that we get towards this deluxe album, being that Compton Christmas Parade banner that we see at the end of the music video. Although the music video is filled with a bunch of nods to the West Coast and LA, the Christmas Parade just seems like a very random thing to make reference to if there wasn't a meaning behind it. And the fact that the banner unraveling is the very last thing that we see kind of feels like it's Kendrick's way of saying, hey,
Pay attention to this, it's going to be important.
Then add in the fact that he's standing directly under this banner at the end of the video versus under the chandelier in the middle of the room where he's been for a majority of the video. If the scramble board is really saying that the answer key is in the video, to me it makes a lot of sense that the answer would be attached to the one thing that has an upcoming date to it.
It just makes sense. I mean, it just makes sense. Thank you, my brother.
The parade itself is set to go down on Saturday, December 14th. The day before that is Friday the 13th, which would go great with the whole Boogeyman storyline that's going on. And that Thursday before that is December 12th or 12/12, which uses the exact same numbers in the date that GNX dropped, which was November 22nd or 11/22. All of this is speculation. This could just be Kendrick trying to get more people to come out to this parade to help the city out, or it could just be him saying, hey, I'm going to be at this parade. But it's hard not to follow the breadcrumbs that are being left.
Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy. Ooh, a piece of candy.
All right, the last piece of evidence that I have for y'all seems more like a leak than it does a clue because of who it comes from. Lefty Gunplay is the rapper that features on TV Off, and he did an interview with Bootleg Kev and flat out told him that there was more music on the way.
Was there more stuff that you cut to that beat though?
Yeah, I rapped on that beat, got some stuff. I know he's got a deluxe version coming out, so I don't know what he got going. He's very
secretive.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Being that he is featured on the album, I am very tempted to believe him. But at the same time, because of how secretively Kendrick has been moving, I find it hard to believe that he would let this kind of information just slip. Lefty said it himself. He had to sign an NDA for GNX.
Yes, sir. Yeah, everybody thought that I was playing. I wasn't though. As much as I wanted to tell everybody, I almost blew it. Because we signed NDAs and I couldn't wait to tell everybody, but...
So you actually had to they gave you an NDA to sign that you weren't allowed to speak on it?
Yeah, we couldn't sign, we had to sign NDAs and they're like, yeah, you're going Kendrick, and it didn't hit me till he walked in there and gave me a hug.
And everyone in the Squabble Up music video said that they never saw Kendrick, they did not know what they were shooting, and the music that was playing while they were in the room is not the song that we know.
He told me what the video was going to be about, and then I told him who's the artist. He's like, I can't tell you who the artist is, because it's super top secret, but just know it's a big artist. And I was like, how big? Like, I hear this all the time. How big is the artist? Are we talking Michael Jackson, Prince big? I'm talking Michael Jackson, Prince big. I was like, shoot it on there. There was no song, bro.
There was no song, so you were pop locking to a similar beat?
It's just a beat, that doo-doo-doo when I'm hitting that, pa 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 pa. That's all it is. That and a little bit of a snare or something like that. But it was...
So they gave you a real fucking basic...
it was nothing, bro. It was... We had no idea. There was no lyrics. There was no... when I hear music, it was nothing.
Honestly, this could be Lefty just making an educated guess since he was a part of the making of GNX. So he may or may not have knowledge of other songs that were recorded and scrapped. So that could be where his speculation is coming from. But I wanted to include it just in case it is true and Lefty just can't keep a secret.
I hope so.
And yeah, those are all the clues that we have right now that support this double album theory. Do you think that Kendrick Lamar is dropping a double album or a deluxe to GNX? Let me know down in the comment below. Explain yourself. Why or why not? Let's keep this conversation going. And before I forget, like I did in the last video, the secret message to let me know that you made it to the end of this video is double dip. So if you want to let me know that you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and comment down below double dip. And as always, don't forget to like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel so you can join the tribe, and turn on your bell notifications because they will be your best friend because your girl does not have an upload schedule yet.
Shame. Shame.
And until then, drive fast, take chances, and I'll see you in the next one.